We've got, you know what? It's fine. We throw that on top of him. So, I'll take that, give him the level up, and now put this on top of you, so that gives us the option now to give either of these two double attack, depending on what we think is best. We can, so technically now I could give double attack to you, but I'm thinking, wait a minute, next attack turn though, I could give them both double attack. Hello, Gomez here for the LAN Up channel again with another deck. Yet again, this is kind of one that it was a lot of fun to make, a lot of fun to use. So it is a Taric with a Aphelios deck called Weapons for All. Let's get into this. So, as I said, the deck is called Weapons for All. It is a Taric and a Aphelios deck. These two have got quite nice synergy together, right? Because the idea is that Aphelios has got things that he can put on top of people for a turn, like Life Steal and Overwhelm. And the fact that if you put those on top of Taric then gives it to somebody else is amazing. We are running this in Ionia because I actually wanted to take Flurry of Fists, because the idea here is that if we put that on top of Taric, he then gives it to its support, therefore giving both people quick attack, which is quite good. Also, once Aphelios levels, he already has quick attack, so the idea is if you wait and save it to do that, giving Aphelios quick attack, or sorry, double attack, it's a nice thing to do, or just giving double attack to Taric. Like there's so many different things which is really funny to do, or even giving it to a Sparkle Fly. So allow me to explain how this deck runs and, like, you know, like some of the features in here. So not only are we working with his weapons to obviously help with Taric, but obviously we've got things that are going to be helping, like Mountain Goat, what's his face? Mentor of the Stones, and what's it, like a Zenith Blades of it. Basically, I was gonna say things that are making gems and making widgets so that you can yet again help with Taric, get things like Sparkle Flight or Taric up. And admittedly, I will say that this probably should be changed for a this is how I just ran this deck during the stream. But in all honesty, this could most likely be changed for the Gift Giver. The reason for this is because basically the other card, the only Nightfall card in this deck that would affect is Aphelios. We're not running the 2-cost one, so like the what's their face, the Shade Stalker. So the idea here is that we're using Aphelios' weapons, as I said, to help level Taric, and also to be putting that Life Steal / Overwhelm across multiple things. Aphelios is such a great champion for diversity. By that I mean you could either take those things which are going to help with Taric, or you can do direct damage to your opponent's followers, or stun things that need to be stunned. So it's actually really good, or even get things on the board. So the 2-cost minions in this, because obviously there is Crescendo, I believe it's called Crescendum, get a 2-cost. So the 2-costs we're running are Mountain Goat, which, as I said, is going to help with gems, and also Sparkle Fly, which can help if you get Mentor of the Stones on top of this, or start putting the gems into this elusive damage, including Zenith Blades and things. It can really kick off really quickly, so it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun, this deck. As you will see, all of the things you're going to see were streamed. Like all of the games you're going to see were streamed, and it was a lot of fun while playing these on stream. So I hope that you enjoyed them as you see it. So yeah, so basically we've got abilities of making these weapons. We've got a bit of heal, withdraw. Mountain Goat, as I said, for gems. We've got Power Cascade, which if you use it on top of Taric, cast twice. We've got the ability for using Flurry of Fists on top of Taric, which then means that again that goes to whoever which it's next to. Hush, 2 copies just to get you through certain situations that need it. Mentor of the Stones already explained. Priestess, just a good resource tool in general, just about to find things that either, if you situational, if you need to draw the champion, if you need a warrior to challenge things off, if you need Golden Sisters, just for that life steal / elusive cover, or even just going with Meteor, Shower, or Comet. Like it depends on obviously what the situations are and what you need. Couple of denies in there, couple of bastions. Yet again, throw Bastion on top of Taric, he then gives it to whoever he's next to. Most of the time it's Aphelios, but it obviously depends on what the situation is at the time. But it's a lot of fun, this deck. I like the idea of Taric working with Aphelios's like moon weapons and that. So it's a really funny deck. So weapons for all, because Taric gives them to everyone. But let me know what you think about this deck down in the comment section down below, as well as obviously the fact that if you make any changes to this deck, please let me know, because obviously there could be some changes that you could definitely make to this deck to potentially kind of like refine certain edges. So let me know what you think that can be done and whatnot, because obviously I do love your all of your input. I honest to God, I love hearing back from you guys and what you think is the good things that we can do. My decks, I always say, do sometimes need to be refined. As I said, all the games that you're going to be seeing are from stream. So if you want to catch that shameless plug time, Twitter and Instagram, I stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if you want to come catch the action live and have a good time, why not consider going over there? Links are all down below for that. So consider following and then catching the action live, as well as that there is the Discord link down below. If you want to get in there, say anything like, I'm trying to make this kind of deck, or I've got an idea for a deck, anything like that. Good community we're building in there, as well as the fact that I do apologize, you're probably gonna hear Gomez rant and rave about this for a long time, but merchandise, like the top that I've got on now, which is a Tom Kench one, there is also an ASOL one, and there's a few others. I got in touch with a graphic designer to make ideas that I had for merchandise for Legend of Runeterra to make it a reality, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I love this game so much, and I honestly wanted to wear t-shirts that involved it. And if you feel the same way, why not consider having a look at those designs and thinking whether or not you want them or not. Said link down below for the merch. Do apologize, I got a frog in my throat there. Do not feel forced into any like purchasing or anything like that. It's literally, I thought it was a good idea. I have other ideas in my head that obviously if this becomes a thing that people enjoy, I might end up like I'm getting back in touch with that graphic artist again, because I do have a few more ideas that I could definitely see as t-shirts. It's just I think it's a part of the fun creative process, and it's helping, it's allowing me to show support for this game outside of just playing it. So that's why I enjoy getting involved in making that kind of merchandise. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and thank you all everyone who has supported me. I say thank you so much for watching. You've still got the games to watch if you want to watch them. But honestly, thank you so much for everyone who's supported this channel, everyone who continues to comment and everything. Honestly, it does mean so much to me. I have my goal now for the end of the year of trying to hit 5,000 by the end of the year. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, thank you all so much. Let's see how this deck did in those matches in the stream. I mean, do I just keep this for the for the banter? Trying to work things out at the moment, but when I have time, to work it out, I'll have a look and see whether or not I can fix that problem. But that is currently thing. But James, how are you doing?
What's a warrior?
Don't want to elevate to music, you. It's okay, KO. It's okay.
To aim it straight.
We could go forward. We do have a power cascade, which gets us past the saboteur. Obviously, we could use power cascade with Taric, which is probably going to be better, in all honesty, but because it means that we draw 2 cards we put down top of Taric. Maybe waiting for Taric is a good plan. I'm still going to go forward with this, because if I can trade the saboteur away, I will take that. I'll take that. So the question is here now, do I power cascade just to get past this? But then it's thinking, well, Taric's going to be coming out soon. It does allow them to have a complete attack forward with Riven. I'm willing to take the risk. I'm willing to take the risk. I'm probably gonna end up being so. I'm doing well yourself. Getting there, James. I'm getting there.
Don't worry.
It is so devastating on like everything. But it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. Potentially, I'm okay with just passing there. I'm okay not getting that attack forward. So what we could do right now is we could throw this on top of Taric, or do we want to, so throw this on top of Taric to be able to get Aphelios out, still be able to use a power cascade. Admittedly, because then Tough comes into effect and power cascade gets him up. I mean, obviously they could have the Riven spell is a possibility, but it's one that I am willing to take right now. Question mark. Right, so what do I want? What do I want here? Potentially 3 damage, just because what our opponent is presenting, 3 damage would be a lot better to deal with. So it's all good. It's all good. I can deal with doing the 3 damage stuff. So potentially power cascade, get that draw going, or we could just immediately just shut this down. If we do that, I said like that goes up to 4 and tough. So they could throw down the Riven spell with the hilt like that. They could do that, and I'm not gonna lie, it would be devastating. But I kind of feel like I have to do something. But I've got another Aphelios in hand. It gives me the ability to get like another draw as well on top of this, so I can live with that potential. So yeah, so he's okay at the moment. Yep, there we go. So we lose this Aphelios, but we've got another Aphelios in hand, so I don't 100% mind that. It's absolutely fine. No, but how are you doing, my friend? I need to level Taric. I mean, Taric's nearly leveled, actually. And we've got another Taric in hand, but Taric's nearly leveled. We're in an okay spot. It's basically we're making a crazy Flurry of Fists deck with Taric. That's the plan. Okay, so we leave. We leave this place for it to become silly. Nearly leveled. We could... So, Power Cascade again. We could actually use... So if they throw a unit out... If they just go forward with Riven, I'll take it. I mean, admittedly, it's probably going to be a lot of damage, but I will take it. I've not played any of the labs yet, no, but how are the labs doing? Which is ballistic bot noises, reject humanity, return to doggo. I mean, I'll have a look at your deck, Last Dutch Hero. I'll have a look at your deck. It's okay. It's okay. Right, that is a lot of damage. However, I feel that I just take it right now because quick attack, overwhelm. Well, I mean, I guess I could have hushed that to calm it down. So I guess like the move there would have been potentially hush into a Power Cascade. Wouldn't have been the worst plan, but I shall take that for now. I'm gonna end up regretting this because I bet they're gonna end up having that new Noxian spell. So I might end up regretting taking that damage. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be most likely a thing. So throw Gem off just to get Aphelios out again. And I guess we go with... I can't remember what 2-cost units. So I'm running Goat in this deck as a 2-cost unit. I'm thinking, do I do that? Or do I Lifesteal? Lifesteal sounds like a plan. I'll put Lifesteal onto everyone next turn. That seems like a good plan. Hopingly. Could just put the Lifesteal just onto Taric and then do the Flurry move. Yeah, again, still seems somewhat reasonable. Might as well go with the stun. I'll take the stun one. So doing this Lifesteal then just means that, so we could put that directly boom on there, or we could go for another Power Cascade for more draw. It would level Taric yet again, or we just go for doing this move, which at this point, you know, like you're just like, do I do this twice? You know what? We've got. You know what? It's fine. We throw that on top of him. So I'll take that, give him the level up, and now put this on top of you, so that gives us the option now to give either of these two double attack, depending on what we think is best. We can. So technically now I could give double attack to you, but I'm thinking, wait a minute, next attack turn though, I could give them both double attack. Got the ability of Taric's spell as well. I feel like I just leave this. Potentially, like I said, they're not going to play anything. I was wondering whether or not they were going to play something. We do have the Hush move as well, is another important thing to remember. I'm going to leave it. I don't mind passing this. I honestly don't mind passing this. It'll be fine. Because we can find other ways. If they go for a big ass move, we do have the Hush. So yeah, again, so that's why I don't necessarily mind that, because it's just like, okay, fine, well, I'm just gonna hush that anyway.
Just needed some tape to reassemble.
So that's all good. You could have all your big man moves. So they potentially just go forward. Bearing in mind we did heal ourselves up a lot as well.
I'm cold, I'm hungry.
Okay, well,
I'm sorry, who are
this
you?
might end up being stupid, but I feel like we just go with, oh, there we go. So just get rid of him. There's probably going to be other units they're going to play which are going to be worse that we're going to have to deal with, but right now let's just shut that one down. Shut it down. Right, so they're going for extra pluses. It's fine though, because as I said, we do have the Hush move, so that's why this is less of an issue to me right now. Is I'm just thinking, well, I mean, they can throw all these buffs on now. That's a lot of stuff to go for before going into the attack turn, and then we just go, no, shh. None of that. Calm yourself down. No! Oh, there we go. There's the conceit. They know it's still gone terribly right at that point. But that's why Hush is this has to stay. That's to stay. Gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep these two together. It's too funny not to keep them two together, right? It's fine. It's fine. So leave this. Leave that. Do this. Who the fools? So the fools. So Taric there. Lots of opportunities. Oh, you got rid of Give It. Oh, okay. So you'll give it all deck. Give it all deck with Taric and Aphelios. Okay, right. I can kind of see what now. You've revealed your hand, Yugi. This is gonna be. I can see this kicking off in a really insane way. The fact that you've already got your Aphelios out. The fact that you've already got your Aphelios out is somewhat problematic. So I guess I could have gone into this, but then I wouldn't have been able to use the weapon anyway. So I might as well wait to then throw this out and then throw my Aphelios out as well. Could throw the goat out. Okay. Feel like I might end up needing to deal with like, because if this deck is running what I think it's going to be running, potentially Ballistic Bot. Potentially Ballistic Bot needs to be dealt with, but I'm also going to take this so that I have the ability to summon like one of my goats or one of my Sparkle Flies. Okay, so big man goat. It's going quite quickly wider on the board on me than me. On me then me, exactly. I know exactly what I was talking about. So this is big. I wish I had a buff right now. So I could throw Taric out with the thought of knowing that I can go into the quick attack move next turn, or I could throw Goat out, or yet again I could throw Mentor of the Stones out. Mentor of the Stones gives me more mana to play with, but also so does the Goat. Goat is a good defense. If I play the Goat, I could immediately go into this and get another Goat, is another thing that I could do, or I could just throw this out to kill that Goat. I honestly feel like there would be, I mean, I guess he's actually giving you a lot of gems. I'm actually gonna go, I feel like I need to preserve mana right now. Need to be working out my mana plateau. Okay. So immediately get rid of this Goat. I guess I go with taking the lifesteal. I need to learn to take the lifesteal option more often. I don't mind taking the lifesteal option so much with this because I know that I've got a Taric. I feel a little bit better off with lifesteal on this one. My main problem is the fact that obviously I need to be... So I'm thinking Mentor of the Stones next turn. As much as he wants to play Taric, because I know the second I level Taric, I'm in a good place. Like the second I level Taric, I know I'm in a good place, but I need to be more defensive on my board right now. I need to be a lot more defensive on my board right now. So
mystical levitation requires
this gives me some options that I can just go in. Whoo! Okay. Not the best. Not the best. Okay. So if I were to go forward right now, Viktor's got a good trade-off. I kind of feel like I wait Taric, and I've got gems to go with him. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my health is not looking too good. I'd be lying if I said that everything was looking good.
Yes, of course.
Oh, Viktor! Viktor getting big, man! Okay, he's that son of a bitch, he's got lifesteal. Okay. So I really want to throw Taric out because I want to start like trying to level Taric up. Potentially even getting this out so that I can start getting some health back might also be quite nice. Okay, so Hex Core upgrade. Where are you going now? Fearsome. I mean, I can still block Fearsome right now, so that's not actually the worst thing that could happen. So we could use Crescendum and then go out, or do we want to just throw Taric out at this point? It's really hard to tell. Potentially Crescendum so that I get something to defend myself with, because I'm not really going to be trying to defend myself with Taric as much. I could even go for the free damage to deal with the Goat. I mean, my main thing is wondering whether or not Ballistic Bot or the Cat's going to come out, and that's kind of why I feel like taking the free damage, but I guess maybe Lifesteal for my current situation is going to be the better move, especially considering the fact I can put that on top of Taric, and then Taric gives it to someone else. Might end up being what I need to do. Bit of Lifesteal there. gives us a unit that I don't mind 100% sacrificing, then throwing Taric out. Okay. It's quite big. That's quite big. I'm gonna throw Taric out. I'm gonna throw Taric out. That's gonna be the plan. That's gonna be the plan. I mean, it might end up being... Oh, of course! Why would you do this to Taric? He doesn't deserve it, though, but... You had that long and you didn't kill Aphelios? Our option here is, do we at least take Viktor down a little bit? I mean, Viktor's basically leveled when it comes to that gem that's in their hand. So, and plus his Hex Core upgrade's going to level him next turn anyway. I mean, either way, I'm not going to be able to trade. I mean, I could trade goat for goat, but right now I kind of need the health stat that I've got. So, we'll go with that. How close are you to actually even leveling? Okay. Not going to lie. I needed Taric. Taric was actually very crucial to a good chance of living. Could throw a life steal. I feel like I kind of need to at this point, and I'll take the graviton, throw that on top of you, because basically now I just need to try and keep you alive, and level you. That's gonna be the main plans here. So he levels Taric, which once he gets overwhelm is going to be when he's going to kick off to an unbelievable degree. I just need to hope he doesn't find that overwhelm, because I can kind of cover him elusively. I mean, I say that I need to basically buff this up so that it can get past the fearsome, but I can kind of cover elusively. Okay. Okay. So, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We go forward.
I am with you.
We go forward like this, and we believe. And we go forward and believe. We now play the weighty way. I think Hush is always an issue. Okay, so Hush is no longer an issue, which at least is something, right? So go with that double attack. We could technically now just buff this to get we could, like, so we've got quick attack. We could just buff this again to get double attack and just heal ourselves, basically like a fully up to max. It would, yeah, no, I feel like I do that. I actually don't mind just going, you know what, sod it, he's gonna have double attack now. I'm just gonna heal myself back up to max. I'll have that. We've now got a graviton as well, which means that if Viktor doesn't get spell shield, so if Viktor gets elusive or anything other than spell shield, we just do that so he gets stunned for the turn. We then can do, or if he gets elusive, we could just throw 2 gems on top of this so that we can defend. How close? So we've basically leveled our Aphelios, which is okay. He's got that, he's got quick attack and double attack, so it's all good. Taric, imagine if Taric was out and leveled and we could have given quick attack and double attack to, like, you know, Taric, and then like Taric would have passed some of that on. That would have been amazing. That's like the purpose, but obviously you've got to take what you got. So as long as they don't get spell shield. Don't get spell. Now I've got to jinx it. Okay, right, so he's got that. So we just go, yep. None of that. Calm that down. So we take the overwhelm. I mean, admittedly, we've got the ability of getting overwhelm in other ways. Maybe we want to go a little bit wider on the board. I'll take going wider on the board. Just stopping his attack this turn of being able to basically challenge with quick attack and all that. I feel like I can live with that. There was potential bastion there, but we went with the risks. So what we could have also done is we could have gemmed before doing that, so that we could have blocked the mountain goat with this. But I guess I want to save the gems back for Taric. So swings and roundabouts. Could go this way, could go that way. Big part of me's now thinking, so next turn this turn throw Taric out, potentially throw. Okay, so that's gonna get stunned for 2 turns. Could throw that, but I don't really want to. I'd rather throw Taric out. In all honesty, I'd rather throw Taric out. The ability then to either throw a Zenith Blade or. So what we basically want to do is we want to throw. Maybe we want to go quick. So maybe we want to throw a Bastion, but then obviously we don't get the the theme sheet, but like part of me's thinking, do I want to go quick in because they could just get a stun, just a stun Taric, and obviously there is that, or do we just not care and just go for the overwhelm? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, he's only going to be stunned for this turn, so he gets the level up on his Aphelios. So he's only stunned for the turn, so Taric is going to be fine next turn because he is a champion rather than a follower. So that's fine. I almost kind of have to throw this out as a defense. I kind of have to throw this out as a defensive unit. Of course, I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you have the ability to deal with that? Okay, so there is still Power Cascade. Like, there is still the chance of Power Cascade, which is why we can't go for the risk of doing this. It's just because it's far too risky. It's far too risky. We could, so it's like, do we go with the Zenith Blade? Do we go with the Zenith Blade? But then there is obviously the chance, as I said, of them kind of cutting that out. So we could go for an immediate attack forward, throwing Bastion just to stop a Hush move from being like too much of a problem. Obviously, they could find ways of killing you, but honestly, part of me is almost thinking go with that. As much as he wants to do an overwhelm kind of move, like I feel like there's like Hush. There's so many potentials of counter if we allow, if we wait. That's how my mind sees this. There's just so many potentials of counter if we wait that I kind of have to go forward first. We could throw some more gems on top. I'm at least. Actually, no. We want that Bastion to go through into that. I should have gemmed Badge at you first because obviously he gets a good move off here. So what we should have done is we should have gemmed first and then thrown the Bastion on top. So massive misplays there because now they get a really good Viktor on top of this move. We might be able to bait them into thinking that we might have a Power Cascade. Might be able to bait them into thinking we've got a Power Cascade, or they just do that because they might be thinking we've got enough mana back. We could have Power Cascade. We could counter our way through this. We have no counter to get through that, but they don't know that. We just need to get the overwhelm on top of you. I couldn't go for the risk. I honestly thought it was too risky to just go for an immediate thing. So by doing this, potentially taking the lifesteal right now. I mean, my health is not looking too good. So potentially taking the lifesteal. Hey, is this Nolba who usually watches? Yes, no, we're currently in a duel. I am noticing that Aphelios is not double striking. Was he not? I missed that. I mean, he's got double attack, so I'd have thought it'd be. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've not actually been paying attention to it because I've just been assuming that it's been happening. Okay, so we take the free damage because we want to get rid of the ballistic bot. So as much actually, lifesteal would be good, but I honestly feel like I really want to get rid of. I need to get rid of that ballistic bot. My health is and the ability to start leveling Viktor. I'd rather know that I'm countering that problem. So let's just shut that down immediately. Yep, so they're shutting down this immediately. So let's shut down that immediately. Potentially, yeah, again, I feel like it's either Graviton. I'm going to take Graviton to be able to counter the Viktor. The actual great synergy of now all of the moon weapons costing 0 is actually quite devastating. It is actually quite devastating, I will admit that. The fact that literally they can just get moon weapons and they literally cost 0 and they can just decide, they can basically dictate the field of play from this point. So, ingenious! We do that. Of course more. At this point, I kind of just want to heal you up. I maybe should have gone into the turn with more mana. Let's get into that point. Get into that point of devastation. So he's got regeneration. He's got like so many different buffs on top of this right now. I basically need Hush at this point. Because otherwise, problems everywhere. And not a drop to drink, but a true fellow audience, welcome. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you. I'm gonna get this name right. I'm not gonna get this name. Opes. How you doing? Hope all is well with you. Thank you so much for following the channel. I hope you're having a good time as we play this thing. How is Legends of Runeterra treating you? How are you loving the new cards? Anyway, let's get in and see how we're doing here. Terribly is the answer. Right, so I kind of need to stun that. Potentially grab the overwhelm. Grab the overwhelm. We're going to go for stunning. Stunning on top of Viktor. Potential Bastion. Potential Bastion, but we just need to shut it down. Things are well. I just finished watching your copycat deck. I got home around you start streaming, and daily struggle is to watch stream or your YouTube. Yes, no, it's a daily struggle to try and make that content as well, I'll have you know. At this point, I kind of need to heal myself. Taric is quite nice. So we could use this weapon, Overwhelm, which it's only for the round, so potentially actually throwing this to know that this is on top of at least one of my people. I will take that. It's not the best, but that at least should get the health stat to a nice point that if he goes forward with his Aphelios, even with a Mentor of the Stones. Okay, so he's wanting to get past that. He's wanting to get past my spell shield. Oh, he's gonna have some bollocks. Don't have the bollocks! Don't have the bollocks. Don't have the bollocks. Don't bollocks me! So, okay. The ability to grab things. I feel like I just pass. The important thing right now is just to pass. Pass and hope. Pass and hope. So, he still lives. He still lives. That's okay. I can live with that. I could technically even throw this in front of here. It would give them a lot of zero cost. But also it does mean that I can get kind of like past this trade and not worry as much. So I will take this. I should have maybe just gone for it because they could power cascade, like get a little bit more damage on top. So okay. We just need to hope that they've not got much more damage going on right now. Just need to hope, because if there's a thermal, I am in so much trouble. I've literally put all of my hopes and dreams into this one card right now. I've given him the double attack. I've given him overwhelm. I have literally put everything in there. If they have thermal, I am in so much danger. So much danger. Don't do it. Don't thermal. No! I want to get the other card. The other damage card. So, right. All of my hopes and dreams. All of my hopes and dreams have now gone up in smoke. Yeah, I feel like there's very little. I basically needed that to win. That was that, and now the fact they can just trade their way through the board. I needed that to win. That has literally got rid of my win condition there. Literally got rid of my win condition. I knew, like, the thing is, I actually discounted Viktor. I probably should not have discounted Viktor as much as I discounted him. The ability of getting the moon weapons for 0 is actually a massive deal. Here's the thing. I either go wide on the board or I at least try my best to get rid of the Viktor problem, who is actually a significant problem for me right now.
Daylight warms the heart and lights the way.
As much as he wants to play Aphelios, honestly, that is such a big problem. Such a big problem, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, obviously, as I said, potential bastion from my opponent, but I, honest to God, have to do this. I can't let that live, because it is literally, like, now I've at least made things cost more in his hand. He's only got one card that we don't know what it is, and this card is now useless to him unless that card is Viktor. So I had to do it. Watch him get switched spell shield from that. No, he didn't. It's all good. Right, so right, we might as well at this point, because I've got no other mana, and because literally he's going to be unkillable. Like, he's making both of these units unkillable. Potential hush move. But literally, I just have to do that because I need to try and trade off things on my opponent's side of the field while somewhat staying in an okay position. We might be able to, like, after all their big moves, we might still be able to come back into this, okay? Like, do not worry. Do not fret. we might still be able to make plans here and get back into this game. So Graviton, just in order to make sure. So that is quite big. That is quite big. It's basically now what they're going to be doing is just going to force the damage. So I basically have to defend. That's going to be the plan. Force the damage. Make me defend the situation. Please be Hush. Please top deck Hush. Please top deck Hush. Yeah, that's not what I need. It's not what I need. I need Hush.
Evolve or die.
It's a lot. They're basically being like, look, either die, either sacrifice Taric or die. So I have to, in order to live. In order to live, I just really hope I top deck him. I need my Taric back. I need my Taric. I believe in Taric. I can find more Tarics. Don't worry about it. Potentially find that on top of you, just literally to get this as it is. I honestly feel like I've near enough wasted all of those at this time. There might still be one more of the elusives. There might still be one more of the elusives. Potentially Overwhelm, and this is going to be like, kind of what I need. Or even just to kind of like cut down my opponent's stuff if they throw down another ballistic bot. I'm going to take this in because I need to. I feel like I go for trying to find the what's his face one. So potentially ballistic bot. So I feel like I go for trying to find if I do have another one. I might be completely out. In all honesty, right? So what I could do is I could go with this to grab the do 3 damage just to get rid of those ballistics, but it does mean losing the Overwhelm, which is significant. I'll wait the turn. I'm willing to wait a turn. Our resource game, both of our resources are down. And he's gonna find just a way of just dealing with what I've got right now. I'm gonna find a way of dealing with what I've got. So or just throwing out more. Okay, right, he's lost, so he's out of 2 costs. They're out of 2 cost minions right now. So that was completely useless to him. Okay. I believe I am also out of 2 cost minions right now, so it would be useless for me to go for that kind of a move. I take this because I really need to be trying to get rid of my opponent's ballistic bot. They've got, like, the second they play another Viktor, it's like, I need to deal with that, the next Viktor that they put down. We do this. We've got a power cascade. We've got draw. We've already got a leveled up Taric. We just have to. Okay, right. So I will take that. I will honestly got to take that. I mean, I could throw a Bastion, but if anyone needs to be defended more right now, it is Aphelios. So I will take that damage for what I consider to be the greater good. And then gonna throw down a power cascade. Right. I mean, they are just making sure that they are slowly but surely whittling down my options. But if we whittle down their options as well, this is important. If we whittle down their options as well, I can live with myself. So we immediately do that. The lifesteal, or potentially the stun, but I'm gonna go with the lifesteal one. But yeah, no, we just have to. It's moves and counter moves. That's at what point we're at right now. The moves and counter moves stage. We both have limited resource, and we're just trying to live. So, Graviton, I could throw this on top, just to stop that from being a thing. So they're gonna be going. So they want to be going into. What's his face from this? So I feel like I'm going. They've only got so many things in the hand. I don't mind going just to force this damage in right now. Potentially I should have waited and see whether or not they got a thermal. Oh, I do apologize. A stream crashed. Right. This has turned into the Battle of Wits. The Battle of Wits and game and moves and counter moves, Yugi. Moves and counter moves. Okay. So, I mean, it's all I've got. It's all I've got. It's all I've got as a move. Literally, that is no. Is it? So, I guess we're both down to nothing. I guess we're both down to nothing then. Okay.
They forced us to choose death.
Oh, what is this? What has this become? What has this become? Come on, I need Taric, or I need just answers. Okay. I need just answers to the problem. So they could just kill this because they've now got that ability of just like, you know, additional damage, because they are now on Mark. What Mark do they use? So they are now on Mark 2. I mean, I kind of have to do something like this. I don't think that I get the phase, because literally the phase I think only happens if what's his face is on the ball. But I kind of, so if I go for making this a little bit bigger, I can make this into 5 attack.
No more hiding.
I'm just gonna go as is. Get a bit of life still. This game has gone on more than what it probably should have. There's my boy! But they could have their boys! It's not over yet, Nolba. It's not over yet. No, Nolba! It wasn't over yet! We don't know where this could have gone! We don't know where this could have gone, but that was a lot of fun, Nolba. You made me work for it. I feel like I'm actually just going to keep this hand. Viktor! Viktor with Shadow Isles! I already know that devastation is coming for me. You know when like you look at a deck and be like, I know that there's gonna be something here that's gonna cause tremendous pain and heartache to me. That's what I can see there. I can honestly see that. Right, so what we want to do is not next turn, because we wouldn't be able to do it next turn. Turn after we do this, go into an Aphelios move. I honestly don't mind the trade-off. If these trade against each other, I will take that. He says, and then it goes into a far more devastating move. I'm like, I should have kept that back for this. Or not. Okay. I see your pass, and I raise you a pass. Okay. So feels like we just play Aphelios here. We don't know what our opponent could play. But I want to keep that. I want to keep that for a ballistic bot counter. Of course, the box. It's a good job I've got this to get me out of that. That's just a little way of creeping myself out of the box. You understand? I sneak myself just out of the box, very slightly out of the box, but I just sneak myself out of the box, just a little bit, just a little bit. I was honest to God not expecting a box move right there. That was quite devastating. I feel that I just do this, potentially going into Graviton, and because right now my health is at a good stage. I don't need the life steal right now. I'm gonna end up regretting that decision, but it's a shame that you can't save my man right now. Okay, so we it's gonna be at least like less damage that we're gonna be taking. I kind of want to save the mana, like, so for example here I could have thrown Sparkle Fly out. So I could throw Sparkle Fly and then throw Mentor of the Stones out, still keep myself 2 mana. I'll do that. I'll do that. Either way that move would have gone, it would have been essentially the same move. I just would have had 2 spell mana instead of 2 unit mana. So either way, that was going down basically the same, is what my point is. Got the ability for Power Cascade just to do a little bit more damage into Viktor, as well as getting a bit of draw going on right now. So I will take the additional damage into Viktor to know at least he got hurt a little bit, and then he immediately goes into Hexcore and gets regeneration. You know that's gonna happen. Now that I've done that move, the regeneration move comes out. You know this is a thing. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So, oh, elusive. So aha. So the question is, do you throw your elusive into my elusive? Okay. I could throw a Zenith Blade on top of this, just so that it gets past the quick attack. It's not what I want to do, and it's not how I would normally do this move. But I would take it just so that it then like gives him pause for thought. I will take giving my opponent pause for thought for a second. We still got a hush move if we want it. So we potentially take like a lot of damage elsewhere, but then like, okay, so this is actually a go hard deck. It's a go hard deck with Viktor, devastating. I'm willing to take the risks. I'm willing to take the risks of whatever might befall me. There we go. So we go into the next turn, full spell mana. Throw go. Actually, I feel like at this point, that's been crying at me so long that I feel like I should address it. If we use you, we could potentially trade up more things on their side of the field. If we use you, we won't actually be able to play that this turn. I feel like just he's gonna get spell shield now. It's like he gets spell shield now, doesn't he? Now that I don't want him to get spell shield. Oh, tough. Okay, right. So deal 4 damage. So 4 damage here, 1 damage here. I will take that. Seems to make a lot of sense. Potentially, there we go. So bear in mind, our opponent could at any point just be running Ruination.
Finest gear or kill finest?
Why are your moves so disgusting? Why are your moves? Your moves, Yuki, they're so disgusting in play. Yeah, I'll go forward. I'll take going forward like that. Potentially throw Mountain Goat out just to have a better trade. Okay, so we're getting to the point. Was that actually the card that he drew? So he does have 2 of these, which means that he basically is already on Pack Your Bags. So, yeah, that's a thing. Potentially, I throw Taric out. I mean, potentially they could already be on the Pack Your Bags move, which is disgusting, especially if they just have Pack Your Bags in hand as is. So, if they've got Pack Your Bags, the smart man choice here is to just buff you past it, and also then to do this on top of Taric. Potential vengeance move, but if they've got Pack Your Bags, this gets both of these past that move. That's how, in my head, that sounds legit. Okay, they did not, but they could draw it. They could draw it. Okay, so vengeance. No, not my little sparkle fly. My sparkle fly. No. Okay. I mean, at least Taric survived. Okay. There's another vengeance. They are just going fully. They're committing fully all in on this go hard Pack Your Bags. I am going to die by that routine right now. Do we? I mean, if we don't go forward at this point, we immediately get a Pack Your Bags move, which does cause me a little bit of issue. So there's no point in developing right now. I'd rather just throw this out, give Taric tough, work like that. So it looks like they didn't really. So give it fleeting. So if we don't do anything, they're just going to be losing the card right now. I honestly don't mind doing that. I'll take them losing those cards then doing a play. So potentially Pack Your Bags. I'm guessing that they've not got the Pack Your Bags that they did, or do they? Okay, they've got Pack Your Bags. So Taric still survives this, which is like, you know, somewhat okay. It's okay, everyone. Don't worry about it. So we survived that. We survived that. We could throw a gem or so on top, or we could go for developing. Moon Weapon could give us... If we go for Moon Weapon, we could throw a stun on top of that. I feel like I want to... I mean, our opponent's got 2 Pack Your Bags, right? I've just realised the fact, obviously, because they've got that. Actually, no, that is now... That should technically have now turned itself into a... thingamajiggy. So by doing this, it just puts him past that that move. So we do that. Potentially go into you and grab either a lifesteal or overwhelm at this point. I feel like we take the overwhelm at this point. Our opponent hasn't really got much. Hasn't really got much that deals with an overwhelm like twice, right? So we lose you. I mean, admittedly, I knew that was what was in their hand. So misplay. I should have played the Sparkle Fly. Should have played the Sparkle Fly to like know that I was gonna get past that. So actually a misplay on my part there. Our opponent doesn't really do too much else. We go full and then hope that they've not got another vengeance right now. I don't top deck, so we go for this plan into a U. So giving overwhelm to somebody else and giving that additional stat plus invincible this turn if we just go forward. But so whatever our opponent plays, we know, right? So they had 2 of those and now they could have 2 of something else. So we could, so there is a chance of there being a, I feel like I just go forward because I feel like there is the chance of there being a immediate kill, like target kill move, and so I feel that I just covered that fact and just immediately go forward. There's no reason not to immediately go forward there. Anything else opens up the chance to really good counter. So that was the weapons for all deck. As I said, really fun deck. I do like the idea of these two champions together. I do think that Aphelios definitely has a lot of different places that he can run that is going to be a lot of fun. So please let me know what you think of this deck. If you run this deck, please let me know how it goes to you. And if you make any changes, as I've already said, please let me know. There is also the links down below if you want to catch me on Twitch live on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Discord link, the merchandise. If you want to check it out, do not feel forced to make any purchases though. And all that's left to say is thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. And until next time, bye.
From flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.